So, what would you say the origins of Orono flow are?
So, my friend Cami Aponte started Boston Flow, and they that group was centered around hooping and flow arts, and she just started this huge community. Now it's like 600 people in the group, and they all like really contribute. But all they do is like flow arts and spin jams, and so she gave me the idea to start one here. Um, And so when I started it, everyone was really pushing for like a musical venue to play the music that they want to play. I was also inspired by where I grew up. There's a huge underground like music scene in South Florida, and when I moved here, I realized that didn't really exist, and I really missed going to basement shows, and so I thought it was a good opportunity to like take advantage of that, because I have a huge basement and people really wanted to play. So then, I just started an open mic night.
Orono Flow for me is my favorite. Well, it's my favorite day of whatever month it is in. Orono Flow is just so intimate. Even if you're just someone showing up with a guitar, there's still like that intimacy because people will stand right up in your face there, like act like inches from you just to hear you sing or whatever it is you're doing there. It just creates like a really great intimate relationship with the performer and the viewer, and I think you can't really get that anywhere else.
It's funny because I don't play any instruments and I don't do much art. I mean, I do some ceramics, but to me, it's just a way for my community around me and friends to get together and play music and have this like underground music scene. That's really important to me, and for the community, that's really important because we have all these bands like Wildlife and Turner and the Cards who have so much potential, but they don't really have the venue.
Orono Flow is therapy for me, man. Since Orono Flow has started, I've actually been like really trying to write. Not seriously, I don't see it as a career or anything, but like after performing some things at Orono Flow and writing other things and deciding that maybe they're too personal to perform, or some that I've decided that are too personal to perform but did them anyways, like, I don't know, I sort of learned something from each performance. I get excited for the next performance. I'm looking at my notebook more. I'm writing more things. Orono Flow, I think, stands for like you being you, your group being your group, your ideologies, your ideas, your talents. They can all be in their purest form. They can all be how you wanted them to be.
The first open mic night, there were probably 15 people here. And at the last one, there were over 100. And over 300 people were actually invited to it. I think we had 15 solo performers and 4 bands, but tons of people came up to me asking to play, and I just had to turn them down because I had no choice.
I can only see it getting bigger from here because that's just what the trend has been. It's already outgrown the basement that it was born in.
It's not a basement party anymore. It's a real event. It's a real showcase of like a lot of talent.
Before, the open mic nights were starting at 8 p.m. and going to like maybe 1 in the morning. This last one started at 6 p.m. and went until 3 in the morning.
It's gone from sort of the classic college party to a small music festival in the works, a one-evening music festival.
And why do you think it's grown?
How much wood would woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
He'd chuck enough.
A woodchuck could chuck all the wood a could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.